Welcome. Whoa. This is powerful. There's a lot of pain. There's a lot of pain for someone out there. A lot of pain. We have 6 message that comes out. We have party. We have the butterfly. We have adrenaline. We have pain. We have call. As we look at this party, having fun, cuddling, risky, fun with friends, adrenaline, roller coaster rides, ups and down, good and bad, rushing of feelings, pain, guarded, apprehensive, put in a wall, excruciated pain, call, airing from conversation, talking unblocked. Obviously, there is someone who has kind of hit rock bottom from the parties, the fun with friends, the adrenaline has run out, okay? And you're now in pain. A lot of people do this a whole lot of people, they go party in order to lose themselves from the world, from the pain. And, they goes and they have the highs and lows because they pop pill, they do drugs. And after a while, that really takes a turn on a person, on who they are as a person. Okay. And whatever it is, there's someone who is kind of sobering up. What I'm getting is that someone recognized that they had to step away from the party life, the adrenaline, and, face the pain, because that's the only way you heal, okay? 95% of the planet is, they find ways and mean of not facing their pain, feeling their pain, healing themselves. And this is someone who basically stop and step away from this lifestyle. The pain is deep, okay? It is just like a junkie that decided that they have to leave the drugs behind, that they have to walk away, that they were at the point where they recognize that it's gonna take me down. And whoever you are as a person, the pain is hard, but at the end of the day, you will feel better. Okay, you will heal yourself. You will understand that you are going to be gaining what you have lost. Okay, a lot of people are in pain. A lot of people are emotionally in pain because they do not heal their childhood wounds. Okay, and this is why I say a lot of people who have children, you need to reconsider before you have a child. Okay, reconsider. And the reason why is that this world is so messy. Okay, this is one of the hardest planet. This is one of the hardest planet ever. This world is extremely, extremely messy. And what is happening at this time is that there is so much that is going on. And we have children into this world, but this world is hard. There's anger, there's hurt, there is jealousy. And whatever is going on, I see someone is kind of your off kick. Someone is going through, kicking the drugs, the party, the shit off. You're deciding to accept the pain. You're decided in healing yourself and ladies and gentlemen, healing yourself is not one of the easiest thing. It can take years, okay? It is not something that happens in therapy, okay? Because a lot of people pay to go to therapy just to talk. And can you imagine a world that you have to pay someone else to talk to them when you can't talk to your own family? All right, think about it, okay? So you're paying someone $250 an hour to talk to them because that person can understand you when you have families. So what's the reason why you have families? Whoever you are, you got to go through this pain. You're hungry, and you're going through this, and it's going to be hurtful. But at the end of the day, you are going to be rebirthed from this, okay? And this is why they say only people who go through certain things can help other people, and that is just so true. Because most of the time there are people who sits in a chair, never have no issues in their entire life. You are paying that person $250 an hour for what? Because that person only has question out of a book and has never, and is just studying people like you in order to do better for their next client that is going to be paid a 500. Now, ladies and gentlemen, start healing yourself, because you can heal your own selves, okay? Whoever you are, you're going through this pain, and what is happening is that there is no one. All the people you used to party with, all the people you used to eat up with, there is no one. There's basically no one that is there for you. And the reason why is because these people were not friends. They weren't friends. Because true friends is going to be with you to the end. True friends are going to be connecting with you in a very high state where they're not going to be letting you down no matter what it is. Whatever you're going through, they're going to be there with you. If they're only there for the fun times and not there for the sad times. But here you are going through this pain, and it's like you are trying to call everyone and no one is picking up. You are left dealing with this pain alone. And this is teaching you one thing. At the end of the day, you only have you. You only have you. No one is going to be there for you, and you got to accept it and face it and have some sort of understanding that you are the only one that is going to be saving yourself. Because obviously now you're now going to be recognizing, and you have to go so deep, because that's when we find our true self. When we go through pain and hurt all by ourselves and take the time off to really go deep and recognize what was the issue and the problem, why I've become and why I went in the direction that I went through. So you are really going through deep pain and sorrow, and this is teaching you one thing: the people who you thought were your friends were just not who your friends were, okay? So I'm seeing someone who was connected to a group. You were connected to people. You were involved with someone. This energy of this butterfly is that you felt, the days of the party and everything, you thought that, it will have never stopped. The feelings of completion with someone can't stop smiling, happiness and devotion, okay? And when it gets up to the point, and it could have been years that you're doing this, and you thought at the time that, this is a lifetime, this is going to be there for a lifetime. But the proposal that you were hoping for is just not there. When I saw that it came out in the reverse, I was like, whoa, I've been doing all these readings, shuffling this card. This is the only card. The proposal is not there. And this is someone who is having deep pain and regrets, because you thought that you were going to be getting that proposal. You thought that you were going to be that person. You have spent years and you have connected with this person, and at some stage of your life you recognize, yeah, it's time to anchor yourself, to get together, to really make it this union, this happy union that you were hoping for. And you're recognizing, you're at a loss because this person was not there. They were only there for the fun, but not for the long term. Do you see the energy of the anchor? So this whole series that I'm doing, if you recognize, the first one was love, the second one was the spirit, and now it's the energy of the anchor. Okay, because this is part 3. So whatever is happening and transpiring, the proposal that you were hoping for, the marriage proposal, taking it to the next step, it's not coming because that person was not there for that. They were only there for the adrenaline and nothing else. The happy times. You see how beautiful a butterfly is, but how long does it last? And this is now why someone out there is feeling so much pain, because they thought that they were going to spend eternity with this person. They thought that they were going to be getting this long-term stability, and now you're at a loss. Okay, because running away, emptiness, feeling invisible, cutting off, because you are now recognizing that whoever this person and the situation that was in your life that gave you this false hope, this promise of a wonderful future, it was fake. It was just fake. Everything was fake. The parties, and it was just not what, they promise you the long term. But this person lied to you, and now it's hitting you like a brick, because you expected to get this commitment of a proposal that is going to be anchoring you and having this wonderful experience. Sadness. You have to go through the sadness. And by going through the sadness and being at that last point as, why did this person did it to me? Think, when did I see the red flags and did not correct it at the same time? We blame other people for the things that happens to us, but we ourselves was in the situation too. And whatever it was for you, you thought that it was your diehard, time that you were going to be, at the end of the road, you would have been with this person, but now you're recognizing you were played, and played like a fiddle. So it's sad, it's painful, but I can tell you, you will get out and you will heal from the situation. This situation was to teach you one thing. Do not put your hope in another person. Do not expect the future with a person that chooses to be on the high all the time, because there's no future for that person. Okay? And who you are as a person, the pain that you're feeling, it's bringing up deep-rooted pain that you had before you start with the party. And, at that time, ladies and gentlemen, when, in that timeline of your life, it's always 16 to 30. You party, you have fun, you go out, and and at that moment, you're not thinking about the long term, because you thought that, the same people you're hooking up with, hanging out with, they will always be there for you. No, ladies and gentlemen, no. It always dissolve. People go their own way. And whoever you are, it is nerve-wracking because you thought you had it all with this person. Okay? And you need to go back and look at when the red flags were coming in. You know, there's a lot of people who go with people for 10, 20 years. No. If you're with someone and it is 2, 3 years, going 4 years, and that person don't give you some sort of a commitment, ask the universe to find the person that you need to be with, okay? Because a lot of people skip from one person to another. That's not the reason why we're here. And whoever you are, you really thought this was hardcore die, that you would have died for this person. You would have been with this person through eternity. And you put all of your trust, you put every ounce of your frequency and energy in this person, that you would have been ending up committing to this person committed to you. And now you're recognizing that this person has let you down. But not only did this person have let you down, you have also let yourself down. Because there were certain times when you started recognizing that the future that you saw with this person, they wanted something else. Okay, there was times when this person was showing you that, you know, what the future they sold you, it's not what you see them going after, okay? So whoever this person is, they are to be blamed, but you yourself are to be blamed, in the sense that you should make a rash decision to release yourself from this person. If this person truly wanted you, they would have come and find you. They will go to the ends of the world to find you. And this is what a lot of people do not know and do not understand, is that people, if they truly love you and they truly wants to be with you and they truly wants to have a connection, a deep connection, they will go to the end of this world. So you have lost nothing. The only thing you have lost is the time, the energy that you shared with this person that was not procrastinated for both of you, okay? The loss and the hurt and the pain, feeling invisible, you gotta get yourself out of this rut, okay? You gotta recognize that you were invisible, but you just choose the wrong people on your team, okay? You can't sit in this position of sadness and, feeling lost. You gotta wake up. You gotta recognize, I put myself and my trust in the wrong people, the wrong place at the wrong time. So understand that this pain that you're feeling is a pain that is going to be healing you as a person. It's a pain that you needed to look at yourself and recognize, I have been feeding and giving the wrong people, the wrong circumstances, my energy and my power, okay? You have been placing a frequency of energy in the wrong place, okay? Your thought was that this person was going to be your hard and die person, this person that is going to be having your back because that's how you are. But you're now recognizing that this person gave you a fake future. Okay, whatever they had proposed, because this is someone who went out, who partied with this person, who get the hits up with this person, who felt as if they were on top of the world, and now recognizing this was for a short time. This was something that this person uses me in order to get that high, because it is someone who use the frequency and energy and takes from other people through this. So it is heavy. It is hurtful, it is painful, but you will get out of this. And whenever you get out of this, who never calls you to check up on you when you were down in the guts, you're going to be finding out that these people were not your true friends, okay? At the end of the day, you are going to be so strong. You are going to be regaining and you're going to be building that characteristic and you're going to be holding it together, getting a grip and having healthy boundaries and not feeling so, um, you know, as if your world, you're losing everything. A proposal is just a ring. A proposal is what something is someone is saying, but does the meaning behind this proposal is honest? And obviously it was not. It was something that was fake. It was someone else's fake dream that they sold to you. So you are going to be learning to hold it down. You're going to be learning to get a grips on your life. You're going to behave haveness, and you're going to be chaining down yourself and bringing back inner strength and guide yourself. You're going to be finding out that a lot of you are going to be guiding your heart, guiding against your heart. A lot of you are going to be having this grip where you are protecting yourselves and your heart chakra. Though the pain is going to be deep and it's going to be hurting and it can take months and it can take years, but through that pain, you are going to be finding inner strength to take back your divine divinity, your essence, and stand up for yourself and accept that I am the only one who can free me from this pain that I've been feeling. So, help is on the way. Okay? Whoever you are, help is on the way. You are not the only person that has is going through this pain. There are millions of people who are going through this pain. There are millions of people who have to do this on their own. Now we have where we can interact with thousands of people. So whoever you are, when this videos get to you, please send it on and share it. Share it with the world or send it on to someone who is going through this pain of this event, of this proposal, whether it's a business proposal, whether it's a love proposal. They did not get it. It was not for them. It was not for them. It wasn't the time. Um, and they need to let go of it, because once they let go of it, there is something better that is going to be coming in, that is going to be giving you long-term stability. Okay, I hope that this helped. Please share this with someone who is going through a lot of pain.